Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to...
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses. And Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not...
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be...
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play. And he has no...
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one... Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat.
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
It was the duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG foster...
Somehow Paimon...
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play...
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix.
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over...
Yeah, what kind of break is that? Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's... Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to... Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater...
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Okay, let's go through the rules. Yes? You should have built a deck. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without
That's right. We have some cards that I received.
Yeah. You're gonna need... Okay, let me think. That reminds me. A few days ago when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer...
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them.
Alright, so now we have 2 character cards.
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's... Welcome to the world of Genius Invo... Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be... Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field.
Let's go.
First, we roll 8 elements. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform... Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where during the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform. Of course, the most common action is... During the action phase, both sides will take turns after you use a skill to attack your opponent. It's their... And as you can see, once the... Now, these are Omni-Element dice. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the Pyro dice. But the game... In that case, after you end round, you won't be able to do... And once everyone chooses end round... All right! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to re-roll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you... When the action phase begins, the player who first chose... This means that since you finished first the last round... Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit of... Each time you use a skill, your character... Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful element... Never mind. Diluc's normal attack... Oh, in any case... Now it's time to use...
Burn!
an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG. Next up, it's time for your second character card. Oh, it seems like any move by Kai is gonna cost quite... When you deal cryo damage...
Freeze!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental an elemental react. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo. So Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one. Normally, we can only use the active character now. If we want to use the skills of our standby character, in this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke. You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Let's go.
Switching characters is an action Most skills can only target the active character. Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character... Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage, when triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Haha! Genius Invocation... Alright! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character. These cards are all known. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5... Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in case, don't underestimate action cards. They can... So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now... So, playing an action card from your hand, simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. But wait, D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 bell. Not a problem. This is by discarding 1 card from your hand. You can convert 1 elemental die into... And this card isn't useful right now. So, we might... Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because in Genius Invocation TCG, keeping in this case, well, let's just take all these just like playing cards from your hand. Oh, come on, hurry up! Use Elemental to... Well, would you... Because Says you have the white iron greatsword equipped. Searing onslaught will deal what? Now comes the final part. Hoo-yeah! In a real match, at this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, oh boy, let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Hey, look at you! You can preview your opponent's actions. Check it out! So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round. Reference this to come up with effective count. Well then, that's the end of the Wait. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to remember, you have to make use of both your elemental die. All right, cool. Though, what we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards. Or in adventure, but the rules are all the same, as long as you understand the...
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound!
Anyway, what...
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some... I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested.
Wait, this card?
It's D-Luke's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game.
Oh? And
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away.
eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think...
So, what about the D-Luke character?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my...
I didn't expect D-Luke to be familiar with Genius Invocation.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angels. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my... It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have... Good. Then I'll take my...
You know where the door is. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be... Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we...
Ooh, 2 new players having their first step. But in order to play an official remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, D-Luke, and Sucro's character cards. So, alright, let's duel.
Unlike the adventure challenge, in a duel, your opponent can also use action cards at the same time. Your opponent must also spend elemental dice to... Are you ready? It's...
I can do it. Stand clear! Animal test 6308. Animal test 6308. I can do it. Animal hypostasis emulation. Absorption test.
Let's finish this, swiftly. Where did I go wrong?
Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
Time for retribution! I'm not done.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. My research has failed. I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was...
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and... but it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive.
I always get a little upset when I look... It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill,
But what if you keep trying and trying?
a losing streak. Yeah, that'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to... Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail.
I'll definitely be back.
All right. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Sheehan's like... Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of...
That's right. The Traveler, Sucrose, and Paimon picked...
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass... It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure. Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player...
So, you have to win 3 duels against...
The duel you just played, I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along, and from...
Same way you can hear what Prince says.
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become... Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 But first things first, Shuyen. Before Oh yes, my goodness! Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from...
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient... So the casket of...
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called caskets of tomes.
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is because...
That would mean an extraordinarily high...
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's...
All caskets of tomes are issued by Margaret, probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we... Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your casket of tomes. Use it to find another...
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total. What about...
I shall choose the final contestant he must beat in order to become an official... Excellent plan, Prince.
Hello, you three. Has little Dione... Ah, I see you're here for your
So this is a casket.
That's right. A purpose-built case for your card deck. That can...
Yeah, well, even the most fun...
True. So I'm glad that these customers, You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in Thanks.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see! Aha!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players! But we have to pass the test.
Oh, I see. Unfortunately. Are you quoting the Knights of Favonius handbook at me? So be it. Then let the duel begin.
Let's go.
gosh, I lost. Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally...
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
I sensed that he had what it took to become an official TCG player. Defeat the opponent I have arranged for you, and you shall become not just Prince. I can't wait either. Come, your opponent.
He won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void. Yes, even I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to become the thrice victorious. But step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants you an audience.
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long.
Huh? Paimon knows.
Your opponent sounds anxious. That's what Prince said. Please enter.
Paimon knew it! It's special in Oz!
Who else but the princessin? For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the wisest of heroes is... This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the princessin.
Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Main Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp of the rules, even in a duel between...
Oh, that's true. Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair...
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles.
Main Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler is gonna...
Indeed.
The princessin herself heeds the call.
Main Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, less...
What? I shall not lose! What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princessin de Vertelung, who even now begins to strum the strings? Then I say it...
Let's go.
Out of the way!
Let's light it up!
Ready when you are.
This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory.
Freeze! Cool it! Cool it!
opening twixt upper and lower mandible. Strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Mein Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Oh, so sorry.
Cool it! Mein Fräulein.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon traveler! Was even this
What a truly ingenious plot. And
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now.
Yeah! Oh, Sucrose!
Yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back,
Nice! Sucrose won too as well!
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, to commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm. I grant thee an incarnation of my...
Mein Fräulein wishes to give you a Mein Fräulein.
Wow! It's Fischl's character card!
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of this...
excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far.
Nothing would delight me more. I hereby grant you...
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG player.
Probably not. Oh, Paimon bets it's some kind of prop. Let's go get our prop!
With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal familiar, Osvaldo Hap.
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations. You are now officially recognized members of the Genius Invocation TC... Very well done. Now... The first thing, all new official this handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top... Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. So you see... And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the... Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can... That's it, really. If there's... Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Hope you have fun playing
course I can. But this is your first time seeing. Although the Adepti created teapot spirits primarily to manage and maintain the. For instance, there's Jade Seeker, who. But it is true that
Paimon gets it, huh? Well, since you so rarely leave, what's the occasion today?
Indeed not. Although it may surprise you to learn that the reason. And as it happens, it has some. Well, as I'm sure you've discovered, with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation there's just one little problem. Many invitees currently have to travel an enormous distance to get here, turning the whole thing into quite an ordeal. That way, anyone with an invitation will need only to think the thought. You will be free to use the room when.
Wow! This'll make the. But what if Margaret finds out? She's not gonna get mad at you for renovating her tavern with your Adeptus art.
That shouldn't be a problem, since the realm will not be physically She was quite enthusiastic. Oh, Liyue's Adepti arts sound pretty useful. Could you double the size?
Huh. Yeah, that does sound like.
Anyway, it's great that you're here. I was expecting to have to wait until you're. Right then, Okay, that should do it. Over to you. Now you can invite friends to duel. Oh, and I almost forgot. Hope you will have fun playing